Okay, what's going on, guys? My name's Clayton, also known as Commander Cmdr, and this is the 5th Wii Sport Resort All Sport run of 2018. This is my 3rd time. This run is super fun, in my opinion, to watch. I will warn you off the bat, if you see the stream just completely die on my end, don't worry. We have created crash strats just for me. But I'm ready whenever you guys are ready.
All right. You want me to count it down for you?
Yeah, counter down, starting from 5.
All right, and I'll start the timer on go.
Okay.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so first off, what's All Sports? All Sports is playing all 16 of the sports in Wii Sport Resort. This is marathon strats with Classic A adjustments to Frisbee Golf. That was a nice start to Frisbee Golf. Normally for Frisbee Golf, we're going to do Classic B. That is the world record holder of Alaska with a record of 17 minutes and 9 seconds. However, just due to timing and the safeness of the strats, it's easier to start off with Resort A or Classic A, and just from the experiences I've had, Classic A is about 15 seconds faster.
Good birdie!
That might make it in. Is this going to hole in one? Is this going to hole in one? It did hole in one. That's nice. That was also a gold split. So we are kind of behind because I did an eagle, but that's cool. Yes, Mike. Frisbee Golf.
Hole in one!
And 0 wind here isn't the worst thing in the world. So we start with Frisbee Golf for 2 reasons. Number one, it's the most reset heavy part in the run. And number 2, menuing on Frisbee Golf and golf is the longest menuing that you have to do in the run. And so it's just easier to have those runs start off first. We're not going to get eagle here, and that might go out of bounds. Hopefully it'll be fine. But after Frisbee Golf here, we're going to stay in. We go on to golf. So I'm probably going to be quiet here for a second doing this menuing because menu sucks to deal with. And never mind, because I just threw it completely out of bounds. That's okay. I have a lot of time saved in this run to make sure crap doesn't happen. That's the good thing about doing Classic A. Now we'll move on to our next sport, which is golf. For golf, the route is still Classic B, similar to the world record all sports run. However, our second place world record holder, his name's Ghost. He's out of Indiana, and he will do Classic A, just what I did in Frisbee Golf. It's a preference thing. Some people are faster at ones than others. Personally, I'm faster at the Classic side. And some people might have just got really scratched their heads. I just used a putter in the grass. Something with that was debated right there. I've ever seen debated. With golf, what you have to worry about is replays. So when you play normal Wii Sport Resort, you're always trying to get like hole-in-ones and everything. Well, if you get a hole-in-one, or if you get close to the pin or close to the hole, it gives you a replay, which, you know, for casual play is fantastic, but it's going to lose you 10 to 15 seconds just on the replay. And if you don't make it in, then it's not even worth it. Okay, that's probably... Ooh, can I bounce it over? Oh, that wasn't bad. And that was pretty high, but that's okay. There's time to save on this hole. I'm not too worried about this run. And that was really hard. But that puts us in good placing. So, with this golf, I need to mention a guy by the name of Ten Dog. And if there's anyone who plays golf for Wii Sport Resort, it's Ten Dog and Tyler. Tyler's out of Canada, Ten Dog's out of California. And they have taken what, you know, this might take you average probably 16 minutes to complete, you know, a hole. Tyler, the world record right now by Tyler is 10 minutes and like 40 seconds to complete 16 holes or 18 holes of golf. We only do 3 because back a long time ago in 2014. Oh, we might get a replay here. Did we get a replay? We did not get a replay. I was about ready to show you the replay system. But now we're going to move on to less golf and more fighting. Because we're going to do swordplay. This used to start our runs. But it just worked out to where frisbee golf was the easier way to start. But with this, we're facing Ryan. World record faces the second level, which is Kumiko, or Fukumu? Fukumu? I think that's right. I faced Ryan because it's side-to-side swinging versus up and down, and I'm a faster side-to-side swinging than up and down. That's literally all it is to it. If you notice the movement I do at the beginning, I just hit restart. That's fun. That was a gold either, but still, that was a gold. I hit restart. So that's not true. Which I need to find my nunchuck for. I've lost world record runs to not having my nunchuck available. Also, when I did my blindfolded run of this, that was fun to try and find. But so power cruising is my sport, because like each of us has our sport that we like worked really hard to hold on. I hold every single power cruising record, period. No one's like, well, there's one person close, but even then, no one's really close. So you'll see me probably not talk a whole lot of this last thing. This is the hardest part of most people's runs, outside of the fact that I'm just sitting down afterwards.
That's okay, because I've got something to say.
Okay.
We are currently, I'd say about, 15 minutes away from being at the end of this run?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Alright, so within the next 15 minutes, if you want to see practice, you still need to $30 towards the 5% incentive. I just dropped the link, or the command into chat. Can you quickly go over what Quack percent is?
So, coming up here in about 5 minutes or so, we'll be doing canoeing. And in the canoeing practice, there's a stamp, because normal people try and get all the stamps from the sports start. There's a stamp where you go into practice mode, and there's 10 ducks in the pond. And the goal is to collect all 10 ducks. However, when we first implemented this, it was sort of a joke. And then 10 Dog, who I talked about before, turned it into a full-bred category with the lore of, oh, these ducks were in the Cold War and all of them have names, and half of them are blind. Literally, you kind of have to nudge them in order for them to see you. So it's been something that, oh, I almost really screwed up there. It's something that we've submitted for every marathon of Wii Sport Resort that as a donation incentive, because, you know, it's fun, lighthearted, and it's never been met. Granted, it's never made more than $5, so already at pulling in $20 was quite amazing. And for whoever did that, thank you. 10 will be very pleased when he hears this at 4 a.m. But yes, if you want to hear about the Cold War and the ducks, be sure to submit, or be sure to donate those factors. And I'm going to talk a bit about everyone's least favorite sport, cycling. Because cycling is not easy in this game. Like, when you're normally playing Wii Sport Resort, you know, you're just nicely going along, and it's all fine and dandy. And you'll probably never have to worry about that heart meter that I'm worrying about very much. With doing it in a speed run, you have to boost every time, and that takes away from the heart meter. What sucks even more is I have no audio because, you know, streaming stuff. I have to watch my heart meter because there's a good chance I'll be like Ian right there and just die, and that loses 7 seconds every time you do that. And that adds up at the end of a run, especially in an all sports run where you need every heart that you can get. But it looks like I got all my cards. Also, what doesn't help is be clear. This is something I just kind of noticed because I'm colorblind. So the clear and the red hearts look the same. It's not very good. Maybe I can get one of my modding friends to turn those hearts to blue or something. Colorblind. But cycling for most people is the end of the run. Like towards the end of the run. However, I put all my nunchuck stuff towards the beginning. And so this is the middle of the run.
So you'd say that the routes for this game are very runner dependent? Everybody kind of has their own way that they like to run it?
Yes. The only thing that you have to do is end with skydiving. You could start with wakeboarding for all we care. Wakeboarding is our auto scroller in this. Okay, here's Cole. Cole has a problem. We're going to do some backspin on our ball, and he doesn't know what to do. He is completely dumbfounded. So when we serve, that is nice. We just put a lot of backspin on this, and when he serves, we just chalk it off to the side. This is like when you're learning Wii Sport Resort. Learning how to do Cole. I'm going to have to sit here and play with Cole for a little bit. He gets lonely. Alaska kind of makes him feel bad half the time. That's the first thing you need to learn is how to do Cole properly.
4-0.
I just hit reset again, but hey. We're still in plenty good time. So next is canoeing. So we'll get to see 2 or 3 of the ducks here. If it's not Matt. I believe we're seeing Holly and Carol at least. Both of them weren't in the Cold War. We might see Ichiro, if there's a third duck there. There's only 2? Yeah, there's only 2. There's Mama Duck. And then there's Holly and Carol. Something, a kind of a fun conspiracy theory about, yes, there's conspiracy theories about Wii Sport Resort. On canoeing is in the PAL version. This is in kilometers. Kilometer, or not in kilometers, meters. Meters and yards are 2 different things, obviously. There we go. Lost some time. Moving into basketball. And so for the longest time, we thought that PAL version was quicker by like 10 seconds until I forget who came in. I think it was, I forget who came in. I think it was Ghost who came in and figured out all the timing and stuff for that. So with basketball, you have bell skip. Bell skip is simple. You just need to score about 6 to 8 points. That was really nice. 8 points or so, like I just did. I'm going to shoot this next one normally for the rolls. And if you don't do that, you're going to get about a 3 to 5 second dialogue box telling you that you suck. And this is how you're actually supposed to shoot. I know, it's kind of rude. But, yeah. We're almost done with basketball. There we go. Moving on to bowling. Bowling is the most self-explained game in the entire run. You're trying to strike every single shot besides the last one. However, it's easier said than done. Well, I just struck the first one, so I'm eating my words right there. There. Now we're going to have to deal with a fun little split here, but it's just easier to not get a spare split. So if you need to say something, you want to plug Rochester and make me jealous that we don't have something like that in Kansas City, you can go ahead because we'll sit here for about a minute or so.
Alright, yeah, I'll do a real quick plug. So for anybody who is just joining the stream, this is the Speedruns Rochester Summer Fundraiser. We are currently raising money in order to upgrade our streaming setup so we can do more awesome speedruns just like this. specifically, we want to get some better audio equipment and a dedicated stream PC for the club. We have done a number of marathons in the past, a few charity marathons for things like Extra Life, and we most recently have been featured by GDQ Hotfix during our mystery tournament race, which was a lot of fun. So if you'd like to help a small speedrunning community get better, feel free to donate if you are able.
Okay. Moving into, honestly, the most exciting sport of them all, which is wakeboarding. We're currently, and there is money on the line for this actually, to find something that speeds up this sport, because this is a 2-minute auto scroller. But yeah, so we're actually, I'm gonna try and get the 10 points. That's all you need. You don't even need to get that. So we get to sit here and watch this beautiful scenery and crappy 480 potato vision for a while. So for anyone who doesn't want to pull up the schedule, next up is the speed game of all time, Super Mario 64 by Super Viper. He is super excited to do it and definitely watch it. I personally won't. I'm personally probably going to fall asleep right after this because it's late for me. But I'm excited. I also want to thank, I can do thank yous right now because skydiving's a horrible thing to try and do thank yous on. I want to thank, obviously, the Rochester group for letting me come on, especially SWC for, he was the one who sort of kind of like, here's the thing. And I'm like, I'm totally going to do this. What else am I supposed to do in gym besides work? I want to thank all of the Wii Sport Resort community. There's a lot of us now. Thanks to, in February, Darby and did Wii Sport Resort Golf and brought in over 30 people. And people like Ten Dog and Tyler and so many other people came in because of Darby. And we've actually reached out to Darby and we're in contact with him. He's very happy for us on how we're doing just because, you know, for one event he played Wii Sport Resort Golf. That's pretty cool for us. And then I want to thank all you guys, especially the person who donated $20 to Quack%. I'm sorry that. Oh, I just scored 16 more points. I'm going to score. Oh, I'm sorry that Quack% wasn't. Well, I guess you still have a chance.
Yep, we got about, what do you say, about 3 minutes at most?
At most, depending on how crappy this goes. If I'm really good, you got about 90 seconds.
All right.
So if you will Quack%, get her up now because we are falling. Not straight down yet. We'll fall straight down here in a second. But first we're going to grab this person right here. His name's Bob. And we're going to start falling now. And just have to make it straight to Bob. So you saw the Wii Remote there. The Wii Remote lies. I'm supposed to be straight down, but just kind of how Wii Sport Resort works, my Wii Remote is completely horizontal right now. And so now we're just going to fall very slowly. It looks like we're going to grab ourselves a 1842-ish, I'd say. 1842, 1843, which, you know, that's like the second fastest marathon run of this. Time will be, there'll be a camera, and when that camera takes a picture here in a second, that's going to be time.
All right.
So we're going to fall right down here. And when this camera takes its picture, time. 1841 is what I got on my end.
I got 1842, but yours is probably more, right?
So that was. Thank you. That was Wii Sport Resort, all sports.
All right.
Yes, you do need to drop your Wii Remote out of a plane to play that.
All right. I know you already said your thank yous. Do you have anything else to say before we go?
Not really. I just, again, thank you to the Rochester group for inviting me and letting me run this game. It doesn't get ran enough, in my opinion. Hopefully, in the future, come back and do some more. Maybe fly out to Rochester at some point in time.
All right. Well, thank you so much for running.
Thank you. Everyone have a good night.
Bye.